there, beautiful people of the internet. I hope you are having an amazing day. I am the Lonely Viking, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a problem that I've had, that I'm sure a lot of you have had, that has to do with Chrome extensions. Now, Chrome extensions are an awesome thing, and they're super helpful, but if you take a look up here at the top of my browser, there are just so flippin' many of these things. And the problem is that they use up heaps of resources on my computer, and probably on yours too if you have as many as I do. And so let's have a look here. You go to this Chrome menu, more tools, task manager, and when the task manager pops up, if you have a look how many extensions there are, if I just highlight all of those, it just keeps going and going. And so take a look at all of those, and then have a look in this memory column. You can see how much of your memory is being used up by these extensions. And so I'm going to show you a way to deal with all of these extensions to put a little bit less of a load on your system, because Chrome, even without extensions, is quite a resource hog. And on the Mac in particular, I find that it reduces my battery quite quickly. So ironically, the way that I'm going to show you how to deal with all of these extensions is by using another extension. So if you here in the Chrome Web Store and you just click in the search bar and then type context. Now the first result that comes up for me is the one that I'm talking about, and that's context, and it may just be the first result because I already have it installed. So if it's not the first result for you, you may have to look for it. You could search the creator's name. It's pretty difficult to pronounce that surname, so I'm not going to give it a go. And I figured that since if you're having the same problem as me and you have so many extensions, that I wouldn't need to show you how to install an extension. You've probably done it loads of times before. So anyway, go ahead and install context, and then you'll see it makes a little icon like this. And so what context essentially does is it allows you to make groups of extensions and calls them contexts. And so you can see here I've made a few groups. This minimal one, if I click on there, you'll see all of these disappear, and it's actually switching them off. And so now only like the essential ones that I want to have in that context are available. If I, for example, am working on some websites, I'll use my web work one, and then that'll bring up some other extensions like Firebug and the Web Developer Toolkit and this color picker and a bunch of other different things. If, for example, I'm working on SEO at this particular time, I'll click on SEO and it brings up a whole bunch of those SEO extensions. And so it's basically switching on and off the extensions that you want to use at any given time, and you can choose how to do that. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. If you right click here on this and you click options, it'll take you to the context options. And so over here you can see these are all the available ones. So these are all the extensions that you have installed in Chrome. And this is a handy little thing that shows you which ones you haven't put into context yet by highlighting them. So I still need to manage those. If you look just below that, you'll see always enabled extensions, and so you can drag ones that you want in here if you want them always on. And so the way that I've done that with this minimal one is I created this context called minimal, and I put nothing in it, so that when I click on it over here, for example, it removes everything, and it only has these that I've got in the always enabled extensions. And this drag and drop system is really easy. You just pull these into the context that you want them in, and then you can remove them. And you can also have one extension in more than one context. So for example, this what font one over here, I've got in the design context and in the web work context, and that one I use to see what fonts are being used on websites. So if I see a font I like, I can figure out what it is, and then I can go and find out if it's a paid font or a free Google font or whatever. And so that's context. It's a pretty simple little extension, but it really does its job well. It saves me a lot of resources on my computer. And also it gives me some space here in the address bar. I mean, when you have all of these extensions, you can see I've got a pretty wide monitor, and it starts to really reduce how much space I've got in the address bar. So anyway, all the online marketing and YouTube gurus tell me that at this point of the video I need to tell you that I want you to like, subscribe and share, but honestly you just need to do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm going to keep making these videos. If you like them, come back and find some more, and if you find you keep liking them, then you can subscribe. But you know, just go and do your thing, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.